Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new death battle which came out today, which is Roshi versus Jiraiya. Now I do want to apologize that this video is coming out later than I wanted it to. It's just that I came home really rather late this night, and in fact, by the time this gets uploaded, it'll probably be the next day. So I do apologize about that. But I'm here now, and I'm finally reacting to it. So yeah, I'm really excited for this fight. This fight is the first Dragon Ball versus Naruto fight that we've had on Death Battle, which is really rather cool. I'm semi-familiar with both of the shows, so yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. Now, in terms of my biases, which I do want to get out of the way first, I do overall like Naruto. I like the Naruto shows more than I do the Dragon Ball shows. That's just my personal opinion. That's just how I feel about it. But in terms of these characters in particular, even though I don't know too much about them, I do overall prefer Roshi over Jiraiya. At least from the limited knowledge that I have, I do actually prefer Roshi. And I do think that he is going to win. I do think he's going to win this fight. Now, to get something else out of the way, I don't remember a lot of their abilities. I know that I've watched some of their abilities and I've read about some of their abilities. I've read some stuff about them. But overall, I don't really remember a lot of what they can do. However, I just think that Roshi is just on a different level in terms of power than Jiraiya is. In general, I think that the Dragon Ball characters are just on another level than the Naruto characters, especially as the series has gone on. You know, you got Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball GT, you know, whatever you want to call that, you know, canon or not, and then you got Dragon Ball Super. I just think that the characters have just gotten stronger and stronger and stronger, and they've entered a new level, you know. I just don't think they're on the same level as the Naruto characters. And this fight is actually one of the closer Dragon Ball versus Naruto fights you can come up with, because some of them are really uneven. This is actually one of the closer ones, but I do still think that Roshi's gonna win. Sorry. And, you know, a big reason, again, you know, I just, in terms of, you know, strength, speed, and durability, and all those, like, core categories, I do think that Roshi is just superior. And there's a lot of people like to bring this up, but it is true. You know, there was that time that Roshi destroyed the moon. I believe this was... What was this in the manga? I forget. But there was a few, you know, where Roshi did destroy the moon. And one of the best durability feats, I believe, that's in the Naruto universe is Naruto surviving an attack that cut the moon in half, which again is a lot of force, as they found out. But actually destroying the moon is a different story. And this is one of the best durability feats in the Naruto universe, as far as I'm aware of. Maybe I'm missing something, but that's just me. And that already makes me think that, you know, Jiraiya is probably in trouble if you know, Roshi's powerful enough to destroy a moon. I'm not sure if the Naruto characters can really compete with that. And, you know, maybe Jiraiya has some other advantages that I'm not really thinking of. You know, maybe he has the intelligence advantage, maybe he's more versatile, maybe he's a more analytical fighter. I'm not really sure, but from my very limited knowledge that I have, I do think that Roshi's gonna win. I just think that he's on another level than Jiraiya, as most of the Dragon Ball characters are when compared to the Naruto characters. But that's just me. I really don't know anything about these characters, so let's just get to watching.
Would be a pretty memorable holiday present. The gift of genetic discovery.
Another 23andMe.
DNA kits are on sale from now until December 25th. It's a testing service that can provide insight into your ancestry, health, wellness, and traits. And it's super
So yeah, if you're into that, you know, go follow their instructions. Also, link in the description to the original video.
Report in just a few weeks. We love learning about the unknown here at Death Battle, so I tried it myself and found out I have a bunch of relatives over in the UK I never knew about.
Wow.
Now until December 25th.
It does actually seem kind of cool. I've always wanted to do one of these things. Never gotten around to it though.
A&D-me. Again, that's 23andme.com.
Again. Oh, I'm actually kind of happy I saw that. That was funny. And this death battle is the one before the season finale. So we got one more in this season after this one.
While some are simply molded by their enemies, the best usually seek the wisdom of a master.
Right.
Who for some reason is a weird old pervert, like Roshi,
yep, that's right.
hermit and teacher to Dragon Ball's greatest hero.
Yep.
And Jiraiya, the Toad Sage and instructor to the most famous ninja of all.
Yep. And we still got these guys, the animation.
To analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
The 2D sprites, that makes sense. Overall, I'm still excited for it.
Without a doubt, one of the greatest martial arts champions of all time.
Yep.
Hell yeah, he's good enough to rival gods, become a Super Saiyan, and even master Ultra Instinct. But
Which
he
is
never
crazy,
would have
yeah.
achieved any of it without the guidance of Master Roshi.
A martial artist who's so powerful, there's only one thing in the world that can stop him. Well, two things,
God.
really, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
I know your game, old man, and I don't want
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyway, when he was a hip youngin', Roshi studied under the legendary Master Potato.
Mutaito.
And a kitty
How do you
cat.
get potato
These
from that?
masters of ass whooping taught Roshi how to weaponize his own life
He's got a lot of
energy, or
students.
ki.
Similar to many real-life Chinese martial arts, Ki is a vital energy all living beings possess.
Right.
The stronger and more focused you are, the greater your Ki becomes.
Of course.
Roshi can use his ki to increase his power, pushing past his physical limits with a bunch of awesome techniques.
'Cause he's still
He
human,
can
yeah.
fire explosive shots, go buff mode, stun
Buff
foes
mode.
with thunder shock surprise, and even seal dangerous enemies away with the evil containment wave.
It wasn't
Wow.
long until Roshi refined these techniques.
Would that kill
and
someone?
created his
Probably
own
not.
Martial arts style, Turtle School.
Creepy old man turtle school. Creepy old
Actual
man
turtle school. He's got a shell on his back and riding a turtle.
Turtle, man.
I guess
No,
so.
it's not about beating people up as slow as you can like I first
Aw.
did. Turtle School, or Kame style, includes
Okay.
everything from tricky pressure point combat to
Nice.
bony drunken style. Which,
What?
if you ask me, is just a missed opportunity to get wasted.
By delivering
Yeah.
milk up a mountain, plowing a field with bare
Kamehameha.
hands, working
Max
construction
power
with
form,
tools,
that's nice.
and being chased by both sharks and bees, all while wearing a 50-pound shell, Roshi's martial art focuses on breaking the wall of humanity in every way. Except
Okay.
for one.
Alright. What, you thought you were gonna fly off of that thing?
Despite most of his students learning it at
Come on,
some
Roshi.
point, flight is actually a technique developed by his rivals, the Crane School.
Oh.
Apparently, Roshi's just been a bit too stubborn to properly learn the skill.
Oh, come
even
on, man.
after
Flying's
centuries
awesome.
of experience.
Not that I would know, but seems really awesome.
Well, it's a little vague, but thanks to either a pet phoenix he accidentally killed or the mysterious paradise herb, he's just shy of 360 years old.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm just impressed he can still get it up for the girls after all that time.
Boomstick, that's... Well, I mean, yes, I guess medically speaking it is quite impressive.
We're gonna
Oh,
give
come
you
on,
some of
Wiz.
this Paradise grass. I want to be chasing tails.
Paradise
for
Grass?
centuries.
Good luck with that. But with all
Yeah.
of those years spent honing his talents, Roshi dedicated 50 of them to developing one revolutionary technique.
Okay.
Ame!
Anyway,
Sorry. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. It was B. I was like, what the heck just happened?
anyway, to be honest, devastating is an understatement.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, he blew up a whole freaking mountain with it.
This peak was
Yeah.
inspired by the real-life flaming mountains in China.
Are they gonna bring up the
standing
moon
up to
feed?
2,600 feet
Actually, that makes me think, are they
With this
are
in
they
mind,
including
we can
Dragon
find
Ball
that to
Super into
pulverize
this?
Such a mountain, Roshi's Kamehameha must equal nearly 4 gigatons of TNT.
4
That
gigatons.
small stuff
That's a lot.
compared to the time he obliterated the entire moon
Got
in
it.
about 5 seconds. That's gotta be worth, what, like 10?
That means the beam is really
20
fast, too.
Wiz, how many mountains make a moon?
Well, more like 35 billion.
Jeez.
To obliterate the moon in its entirety, the Kamehameha
So 35
must
billion
have struck
times
with a force
the
akin
four-
to 3 octillion tons
3
of TNT.
octillion tons.
That's 27 zeros, by the way.
Yeah,
Holy
that's a
shit,
lot. That's probably one of the
Roshi's
biggest
also
numbers they've
super
said.
fast. He can fight
I think the
an
biggest was like
entire
Yoda
battle in
ton.
a blink of an eye.
Which might seem crazy, but Roshi is also able to snatch bullets out of the air that are fired at him from point blank.
Damn.
That gun
Supersonic
looks like a British
speed right
Sten,
there.
which can fire up to 600 rounds per minute and a muzzle velocity of nearly 1,200 feet per second.
Jeez.
That means Roshi would have to react to the first bullet within 5 milliseconds. Additionally,
That's
each
fast.
consecutive bullet would reach him just shy of 17 milliseconds apart. The maximum distance between any given shot looks to be about 3 feet, which means
I
he
like
would have
this.
to be moving at 180 feet per second in order to catch them all.
Damn.
Oh, my hands can move that fast. I'd finally stop getting married.
Okay.
This speed is
What?
far from his limit, but Roshi's true talent
Jesus.
is ensuring his students grow further and further than himself every day. Sadly, Roshi's frailty of age means his body can't always express just how powerful he really is.
Oh
And
man.
using too much key energy can cause all sorts of problems. Like when his
Okay.
master Pistachio
He
died
withstood base
using the
Goku's
evil
Kamehameha.
containment
That's
wave.
But while
impressive.
Roshi's pupils may surpass him, he remains
Definitely,
one
yeah.
of the smartest fighters on Earth.
He's tough
Okay.
enough to take down dozens of Frieza's soldiers and survive
Wow.
a beatdown from an alternate universe wannabe Frieza. He
Wannabe
even took a barrage
Frieza.
of death rays like a champ. The same move that killed Vegeta many, many years ago.
And in
Okay,
the
but that
Dragon
was
Ball Super
many,
manga,
many years
Roshi
ago,
is
you
shown
know.
to be so collected in battle, his movements sort of emulate those of Ultra Instinct.
Yeah,
Really?
that's not technically canon, but it does go
Oh.
to show how far Roshi's training can take him.
And
Okay.
it's safe to say that this
Sure.
old, perverted, but genius of a man will never stop training.
Okay, so he's pretty powerful. Again, the whole blow up the moon
Among
thing.
the ninja of the Hidden Leaf
Naruto.
Village, few are quite as impressive as Naruto Uzumaki.
Yeah,
As
I
we've
know
already
that's
seen,
crazy,
yeah.
'cause, you know, but not just anyone
Yeah.
can fight aliens on the
Split the moon
moon and
in-
become president of Hidden Valley Ranch.
Naruto would become the Hidden Leaf's greatest champion and 7th Hokage. But this
Right.
would never have been possible without his training under the dynamic Toad Sage and legendary Sannin,
Jiraiya.
the Gallant.
Gallant, huh? Hey, Wiz, why did the
I wanna
most
see how much of this I
badass
remember.
dudes always turn out to be weird pervs?
Who knows?
Don't let his
Sexy
crude
jutsu.
demeanor fool you.
Oh, don't worry about me, Wiz. This ain't my first trip to Secret Leaf Ninja Town. Nothing surprises me anymore. What
Oh
the
my, oh god, no, get that away. Yeah, thank you. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, Jiraiya originally
Okay,
learned this shinobi
I'm gonna pretend
way
that didn't
from
happen.
the third Hokage, who taught him how to use his chakra to do ninja magic.
Similar to Ki,
Okay.
chakra is a form of life energy.
It's
In
a little
Hindu and Buddhist
different, but
theologies,
I get what they're
chakras
coming
are,
from,
in
yeah.
simplistic terms,
It's
gates
pretty
within the
different.
human body, which can be embraced
Enjoys
to
alcohol,
achieve
writing, and
enlightenment.
women.
However, in the
My
world
God.
of Naruto, chakra is used to perform amazing ninja techniques called jutsus.
Right.
Thank you. Like most ninja, Jiraiya
Actually
learned
said
about
thank
4
you.
types of jutsus. Taijutsu, or hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
Ninjutsu, harnessing chakra as elemental weapons and tools. Genjutsu,
Okay.
which covers illusion and mental manipulation. And
Ooh.
Senjutsu, a method of utilizing naturally occurring energy as an extension of one's self.
Jiraiya
Okay.
mastered as many styles as he could, and even learned one of the greatest ninjutsu attacks out there, the Rasengan.
Rasengan.
With this, he gathers his chakra into a spinning orb of death, modeled off the ultra-destructive tailed beast bomb. And that thing can
Okay.
wipe out a whole village all at once. And
Crap.
on the weird side, he can sharpen his twisted sister mane into a shield like a porcupine, and fire the hairs out like a needle gun.
Possessing
Wow.
a keen and mischievous mind, Jiraiya spent plenty of time developing brand new techniques, such as
Okay.
the invisibility jutsu, which you'd
Oh,
think
wow.
would be perfect for stealth or assassination missions,
Right.
but he actually developed it specifically for,
Oh, yeah.
Research? Where else
I-
is a
yeah,
self-respecting
okay,
writer
I
supposed
caught
to
on
get
to that,
his,
yeah.
Inspiration from?
Clearly,
Oh my
Jiraiya
God.
sometimes took his tinkering a bit too far. On one such occasion, he accidentally teleported himself to a mystical land full of giant talking toads.
Is you sure
course.
Jutsu isn't just like another
I'm really not
name?
remembering a lot of this
After
at all.
befriending the toads, Jiraiya trained under the sage.
Some of it I've probably
Kusaki.
never seen at
Where he
all. A lot
learned
of it,
bunch
actually.
fire release techniques, like the toad oil bullet and
Oh,
flame
wow.
bullet attacks. Now that's one impressive loogie.
Jiraiya
Yeah.
entered a pact with the toads, learning their ways and summoning them to the field of battle, as his own talents relied on trickery over brute force, such as hiding in shadows and manipulating his opponent's movements. The powerful toads were
Wait, sorry, let me back
perfect
up. I wasn't really paying
their
attention
ways
there,
and
but that
summoning
sounded
them to the
important.
field of battle, as his own talents relied on trickery over brute force, such as hiding in shadows and manipulating his opponent's movements. The powerful toads were perfect allies. He can trap his foe inside a toad's throat, transform them
Ooh.
into toads for interrogation, or
Wait,
even
what?
call a gigantic amphibian warrior to his side.
Jeez.
Like the biggest grump you've ever seen. Gamabunta. I am the wise and powerful Lord Gamabunta, the Chato.
You're an idiot. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Bunta, you crotchety old toad.
And through Fukasaku's teachings, Jiraiya perfected the art of Senjutsu. Through their combined efforts, he entered a new mighty form called Sage Mode.
Well, it takes
Right,
a long
Sage
time
Mode.
to get into. Sage Mode Jiraiya can do all sorts of things he couldn't before.
Like the
Right,
unpredictable
makes sense.
martial art Frog Kata, and a deadly
Frog Kata.
Genjutsu, the demonic illusion Toad Confrontation Chant.
Which sounds weird, so why don't we just call it your jutsu? Because if you get caught, your soul is trapped by these big guys
Oh.
who desperately want a high five, leaving your physical body totally open to a swift kill.
Sage Mode
Oh,
also
Jesus.
enhances Jiraiya's other abilities, turning his normal Rasengan into the unstoppable Big Ball Rasengan, which, according to the official data books, is strong enough to carve away a mountain.
Whiz, he's
Carve
way more
away a
than just
mountain.
mountain smasher.
Okay.
Jiraiya is quick enough to fight some of the fastest ninja around, like Kakashi and Itachi.
Kakashi and Itachi. I know both of them. I at least know that.
The leader of a lightning bolt moves around 220,000
Wait, sorry, let me back up.
miles per hour.
What are they talking about? The lightning bolt?
Fastest ninja around, like Kakashi and Itachi, some of which are fast enough to intercept lightning.
Okay, I
The
see.
leader of a lightning bolt moves around 220,000 miles per hour,
Right.
putting ninja like Jiraiya around speeds of Mach 280.
Wow.
Why ninja are so awesome.
That's way
Who
faster than
makes
what they
guns when you're
calculated
more
for
than 100
Roshi.
times faster than bullets.
While Jiraiya isn't
Well, at least in
exactly
terms
the
of the
strongest
bullet
or
speed, yeah.
fastest ninja around, he's certainly one of the most clever. Over time, he rose to become a legendary ninja and hero of his people, hailed by the honorable title of Sani.
And he's a gutsy one, like when he used his tricks to take out 3 of the 6 members of the emo rock band Pain before they tore his arm off, crushed his throat, and impaled him 5 times.
Oh, crap.
Even while suffering excruciating agony, Jiraiya proved strong enough to power through and send a vital message to his most promising pupil, paving the way for the next generation of heroes before being swept off his feet one last time.
Oh.
You know, I guess he was a pretty gallant guy after all.
As you can see, you
Oh, okay, that's it. Now I gotta make a decision.
Sage falls victim to no woman's charm. Rare beauties fall for me. When you reach the stature I have, the ladies worship at your awesome.
Okay, can we close the thank you?
All right, the combatants are set. Let's
So I'm
end this
assuming we're gonna have an
debate once and for
advertisement.
all.
But first, if you're as hungry as I am for this fight, you may
We got
be
Blue Apron
interested
as well.
in Blue Apron.
By now, you've probably heard of Blue Apron.
Yes, and as I keep saying, by now I have. Oh, crap, I overshot.
But
Okay,
right now, it's
the
time
animation
for
looks
a
cool, yeah.
battle!
Okay, pause it right there. Okay. The thing, I don't really remember picking up a lot of information for both of those characters, especially Jiraiya, even though I literally just saw him. And a lot of that is just my fault. I don't want to blame them for me not remembering a lot of stuff. I do think they presented a lot of stuff. They presented a lot of good information. Of course, you know, there's always that thing where maybe they're holding back information. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I'm not sure. Again, we can only look at the conclusion to find that out. And I don't like it when they hold back a lot of information. But regardless, we'll talk about that if it comes to that. Right now, looking at... Oh, what was that? Right now, looking at it, I am still thinking that Roshi is going to win, but they actually seem pretty even in a lot of stuff. One of the things I want to point out before I forget, because I was thinking, like, they mentioned this, like, they said that Roshi destroyed the moon in 5 seconds. And I was thinking, why would they bring up the whole 5-second thing? Well, what I figure that means is that it took the blast 5 seconds to get to the moon. And it takes light roughly 1 second to get to the moon. And that means that Roshi's Kamehameha is, like, about a fifth the speed of light, roughly a fifth the speed of light. That's how fast his attack can go. Not sure if they're actually going to bring this up in the conclusion or anything like that, but regardless, if his ki blast can go, you know, a fifth the speed of light, even with Jiraiya moving at Mach, what was it, 280 roughly? I don't think that, sorry about that lighting, I think that, you know, his ki attack is faster than Jiraiya's movement. Again, I don't, 280, Mach 280 is not even close to a fifth of the speed of light. So yeah, the speed of light is like over Mach 880,000 or something, Mach 870,000 to 880,000. So yeah, that's just one thing I want to get off right off the bat because I feel like I was going to forget it if I didn't mention it. Speed is a weird one because like they said something about, you know, Jiraiya moving at like 280 miles per hour, but then they said something about bullets. I would think I was speaking over. I didn't really want to back up again to hear what they said. But you know, I think that, you know, they said something about not very good about him dodging bullets, and they said he may not have been the fastest character out there, but he is one of the more clever ones. So I'm assuming that wasn't a great thing they mentioned about the speed. And they didn't really mention anything about, you know, what was it? Roshi's speed other than his, you know, reaction speed or like his catching bullet speed. So I'm not really sure about speed for that one. Maybe they're holding back information for Roshi. I'm not sure. But speed's weird. And this is because I was talking over it, but I'm not really sure if I missed anything too important. I probably did. Sorry about that lighting here. Let me see if I can cover the light with my head. But yeah. So that's me there. I'm not really sure about speed. And in terms of power, I remember, again, they mentioned that Jiraiya was able, like, to carve through a mountain or something like that with one of his most powerful attacks in Sage Mode. But we heard that Roshi, like, he destroyed a mountain, you know, before in the past or whatever, and then he destroyed the moon. So if it takes Jiraiya, if it takes Jiraiya to get into Sage Mode in order to become mountain level, then I don't think his power stacks up to Roshi much at all. I don't think he can get up to, like, those octillions of tons of force of TNT or something. I don't know. Like 3 octillion tons of TNT, I think it was, something like that. The point is, I don't think, whatever the number was, I don't think Roshi can get up to that, I don't think Jiraiya can get up to that level. I really don't think he can. And both of them do seem pretty clever. It actually seems like both of them have trained for a very long time, and they said, you know, at the end that Roshi will never stop training. And they said, you know, that Jiraiya has learned a lot, and he tried to teach himself as many jutsus as he could. And it does seem like, if I had to pick who's the more versatile one, I would probably say Jiraiya. Like, he's got invisibility, which he might not use too much for combat, but still. And he does seem to use his smarts to, like, try to, use the opponent's movements against them or something like that. And, you know, that's pretty impressive, you know. But again, this is a one-on-one encounter, so who knows, you know, if that was with the aid of prep time or whatever. And then there was also the fact that they said that, like, Jiraiya got impaled and beaten, you know, when fighting 3 people, but they said that, like, Roshi was able to take on, like, dozens of Frieza's army or whatever, and I'm assuming they're very powerful characters as well. I don't really remember a lot in terms of durability, except I did read on the side that he was able to survive Goku's base Kamehameha wave, which is very impressive, and I don't remember a lot about durability for Jiraiya either. I feel like I just didn't get a lot of information. So I'm not really sure. Basically, to recap everything I've said before, though, speed is a little weird, again, but I do think that Roshi's Kamehameha Blast is fast enough to tag Jiraiya, and if it's as powerful as they say it is, then I do think it would be powerful enough to kill him, so I do think that's something worth mentioning. But other than that, speed is a little weird. I'm not really sure who's faster. They might be holding back information, I'm not sure. But, you know, I do think that Roshi is more powerful. I do think that he has more experience taking on, you know, multiple foes. And yeah, I just think that, you know, in terms of durability, again, I'm not really sure. He might be more durable, but maybe Jiraiya survived this ridiculous thing. And again, I think Roshi can use his ki to, like, boost up his strength or something like that. Not sure. I forget if Jiraiya has something to do with that too. Both of them seem pretty even in terms of intelligence, and in terms of versatility, I might give that to Jiraiya. Overall, though, I do still think that Roshi is going to win. If Jiraiya wins, I'd like to hear what they have to say, but I can kind of rationalize it out. There are some advantages that I can't really pinpoint, and some that I might just be getting wrong. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry. But anyway, so yeah, let's just get right into it. I don't have a lot of reasoning for it, but, you know, it's what I have. So let's get into it. I'm excited. And I'm still rooting for Roshi. I still like Roshi more.
I don't know why.
Who's this geezer?
Hey, Phosphor Brains, where are the pictures?
I like the voices.
Pictures? You fool!
Oh my god.
1,000 beautiful pictures all by themselves!
That's why they're fighting? That's actually pretty cool. They have a reason for fighting. Kind of.
Geez, don't take it personally. Not like you wrote the damn thing.
Kind of hard to understand them, if I'm being honest. But I do like the voices. Are you gonna dodge it? You can move in Mach 280, man. He's just going all over the room. Ooh. Oh, there was that thing about... Oh, God. There was that thing about, you know, him stealing the soul or whatever. I'm not gonna back out now, though. I'm still gonna go with Roshi. Kamehameha? Oh, Jesus. He didn't get to use it. Oh! Oh, he's got that, right. That thing that protects him, the spikes. That he can also use as projectiles. Ooh, ow, that was a nice perspective shot. If that's even a thing. He's got shadow clones, of course. But you can take multiple people at once, Roshi. We've seen you do it. Ooh, he's actually dodging it. Or dodging one of his key attacks. He's got a number of them. Some of them. Help me! Oh, ow! Right in the face. Okay, fire. I like the fire. Oh, there's the right Sengun. Is that it? Ooh, ow! Okay, they're coming to an island. I'm assuming, yeah, he's still surviving it. This can't be the final attack. This is going on for too long. Ooh, did his head go into the side of the house?
Jiraiya, you buffoon! What's this about?
Wait.
Hey there! Can you buy me some time?
What?
Really?
Your servant. I'm the chief to get
Oh!
my blood.
Get off my lawn!
Water style. Liquid.
Now he's angry. Now he wants to kill him. Can he teleport? Yeah? Or is that just moving really fast? Come on, Roshi, you got this. He's got the evil. Okay, so we can use that on. Okay, I like that. That makes sense to me, anyway. Because I didn't think he'd be able to use it on Jiraiya. Oh shoot, that was a nice line. Oh.
No idea. I've been back on the beach the whole time.
Oh crap. Okay, he's got Sage Mode now. Okay, this is the part where I would think that Jiraiya would turn it around. Okay, but this is like Mountain Blasting versus Moon Blasting. I do think that Roshi's more powerful. Oh! Come on, Roshi, you got this! Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's the soul thing. Crap.
Let's end this.
Crap, and I forgot about that until right now. Oh, Roshi's... Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused about what happened there.
A whole new way to win.
But
Jiraiya
shit.
was certainly one of the most powerful
Awesome.
warriors of his own world.
Yeah.
There's no question that Roshi's sheer might outclassed him.
Yeah.
One guy can break a mountain, the other can break a moon.
Exactly.
So that was pretty obvious.
The speed comparison wasn't quite so clear-cut, though.
Right.
While his unseen battle with Krillin was incredibly quick, Roshi's never personally shown speeds as fast as the lightning feats Jiraiya scaled.
Yeah.
But he did hold his own in the Tournament of Power against Planet and Galaxy Busters. Also,
Okay.
in Goku's training right after Korin's, he actually had to dodge lightning. Roshi's own
Oh.
training didn't stop after chasing the kitty around, and neither did his kitty chasing. So
Oh my
still to
God.
Goku's progress, it makes sense that he'd be able to match Jiraiya's speed. And
Okay,
probably even surpass
I can
him.
roll with that. I didn't
Still,
put
it
that
would be
together, though.
reasonable to
That
believe
wasn't
Jiraiya
me.
could use his tactical talent to outsmart and outlast Roshi.
Except
Yeah.
Roshi's a smart fighter too. Not only does he have way more experience thanks to his super age, but he's
Oh,
got
right.
an eye
There's
for
that
traps
too.
in sticky situations, like when he figured out the illusion powers of the talisman fighter Derkori.
And remember,
Okay,
it took only 15
that's fair.
seconds for Roshi's Kamehameha
Oh, was
to
it
reach the
15
moon.
seconds?
Given the moon's distance of over 200,000 miles.
But I was
from the
right, they
surface of the
did
Earth,
bring it back to
this
this.
means the beam must have traveled over 57 million miles per hour.
That's very,
More than
very fast.
260 times faster than
Yeah,
lightning.
exactly.
There was no way Jiraiya could avoid Roshi's trademark move.
So
for
I was
very
right, I
long.
actually picked up on
Jiraiya
that.
might be a crafty ninja, but all that doesn't boil down to much more than tricks against someone like Roshi.
Yeah.
Roshi was simply faster, stronger, and had way more experience.
And that's why
Got it.
Jiraiya croaked when Roshi beat him to the punch.
Oh,
The
ow.
winner is Master Roshi.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna talk... Oh my god. Okay, this was a fun episode. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it afterwards.
Right over there. And if you want the
And I do actually know what the next time is. Because I didn't think I was gonna react to it today, so I just skipped to the end. But yeah. We're actually getting it. The season finale, I was right about that, yeah. The War of Gods. Thanos versus Darkseid. Okay, I don't know about you. I know some people aren't... Like, some people haven't really wanted this episode for a long time. Some people think it's more of a meh episode, or some people just really don't care about these two characters. But I'm freaking hyped, man. I knew this episode was coming at one point or another. Not that, like, I literally knew, but it was like, it was obviously gonna come at one point. And now it's actually here. And I'm so excited for it. I think this is like the 6th Marvel character we've had now. And Marvel hasn't been doing amazingly well in terms of their, their track record, for this season. I think, like, Black Panther and Ultron won. And then 3 other Marvel characters have been used: Carnage, Doctor Strange, and Daredevil, and they all died. Spoilers. So, yeah, this might be a chance for Marvel to redeem themselves, if Thanos wins. And, if Darkseid wins, then I think that actually puts DC's win record above Marvel's win record, at least when it comes to them fighting each other. Marvel fighting DC, which has never happened in Death Battle before, which would be pretty cool to see. This is actually another episode that I've already made as a who, when, and why. I think this is the 4th time that this has happened, and all the other 3 times that it happened, I got it all right. Like, I actually predicted it correctly before, the episodes were even announced. Like, on my series, I did think that Batman Beyond would beat Spider-Man 2099. I did think that Black Panther would beat Batman, and I did think that that Spyro would beat Crash. And in this one, I'm not gonna say who I think is going to win, or who I said. My answer, for those of you that are wondering, is probably still the same, but I'm going to do a little more research just to make sure of that. So if you guys have seen that episode, you already know who I think is going to win. If you haven't seen that episode, I will make a prediction where you can find out who I think is going to win. That's not going to come out immediately. 1, because I don't have time, and 2, because I want to do some more research. So that may come out over the weekend or something. I'm not really sure. Regardless, though, I'm really pumped for this. Thanos vs. Darkseid. I've been waiting for this for a very long time, and we're finally getting it. I'm also going to go into the prediction, unless I hear otherwise. I'm going to go into the prediction assuming that Thanos doesn't have the Infinity Gauntlet or the Heart of Darkness, and Darkseid doesn't have the anti-life equation. I just don't think they're going to give it to them. If they did, I think it's a little unfair. But, whatever. If I don't hear otherwise, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm really excited for it, and you can definitely expect a prediction coming out, hopefully, like, over the weekend or something, but don't hold me to that. I'll just get it out when I can. Regardless, though, now let's talk about this episode. This episode wasn't really too special to me overall. It was pretty funny, and they did keep, using the same, pervert joke or whatever, which, it was funny. It did kind of get a little old after a while, but it did make it one of the sillier episodes, which, I can definitely appreciate that. But, in terms of animation, it was really interesting, because, like, closer to the end of the animation, I was actually not sure who was going to win, because it seemed like, it was tipping into, very quickly, it was tipping into each other's favor. I'm still not 100% sure what happened at the very end there, but, maybe if one of you guys can tell me in the comments, go right ahead. How was Roshi able to break out that thing so quickly or whatever? I'm not really sure what happened. But yeah, Death Battle's getting better at this. They're getting better at playing with at least my expectations of what's going to happen. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't really know who was going to win, because you see Jiraiya smiling, and you see him, getting closer to Roshi, as he's using his Rasengan, whatever. And then, it looked like Roshi was going to win, then Jiraiya was going to win. So yeah, it switched back and forth, and that's good, because, I don't want it to be obvious or anything like that. So yeah, kudos to them for doing that. So the animation, again, while the animation itself, like the 2D sprites, wasn't really anything special to me, even though it was pretty funny, I did really like the ending and how it kept playing with, my expectations. And, the analyses were pretty informative, I'd have to say. There were some things that I'd like to know more about, such as the characters' durabilities. But regardless, I was able to make, some pretty fair assumptions. The whole speed thing, though, I really didn't know where to go off of that, so that's my bad. I was right, though, about the mountain versus the moon. That was pretty obvious, I thought, and I actually picked up on the fact that they said how fast Roshi's Kamehameha was, and I thought that was going to be in the conclusion, because normally when they do an attack that powerful, they don't say, oh, it went this fast, unless they're going to talk about it later. So I actually picked up on that. However, I thought they said 5 seconds, it was actually 15 seconds, but regardless, that's that's still ridiculously fast and way faster than, you know, Jiraiya can move. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I'm actually really happy that I got that figured out. And I do now feel like I know more about these characters, definitely. And yeah, both of them do seem really cool. I probably still do prefer Roshi, but ultimately I do still not know too much about them, but I do like them well enough from what I do know. So yeah, overall, again, this episode was pretty average for me. Nothing really special except for like the humor and some other stuff here and there, but that's not to say it was a bad episode at all. The analyses, you know, and the outcome definitely makes sense to me. You know, if it didn't, then that'd be a little weird, because I did think that Roshi was going to win, even from the very beginning. And yeah, I just thought overall it was a good episode. It was an average episode, but I think that the average episode is still good. So yeah, you know, kudos to you guys. And I am still really excited for the next one. I really hope it's in 3D. But regardless, what do you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think about it? You know, tell me down in the comments below, because I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say. And also link in the description of the original video. Make sure you go there, because this is Screw Attack's video, not mine. This is just a reaction to it. And, you know, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a huge like. I always appreciate the likes. Comment down below what you thought of it, what you thought of the video, what you thought of the reaction, anything you want to say. And if you guys could subscribe to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help my channel out, and I would love to have you guys along for the ride. But no matter what you do, your view is plenty of contributions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.